I wanted to do a full face of first impressions, and this is the look that I've come up with. I actually shopped a bit from Nykaa because Nykaa had a really amazing sale. They still have it going on till the 13th, I guess. So yes, they always put up sales about 3 to 4 months. Every 3 to 4 months they have an amazing sale, and I end up shopping because you know how it is between me and shopping. It gets really hot, like really hot. So yes, I ended up shopping and I realized that the stuff that I've bought could actually do a full face of first impressions. So I thought, let's do a full face of first impressions because I know you guys love full face of first impressions, and this is the look that I've come up with. I have soft pink smoky eyes and an ombre lip going on, which I really like. And also another heads up, a lot of you guys were asking me where you can get like a good straightener in India at an affordable price. So I have placed an order myself as well, so I thought I should let you guys know as well. There's this straightener by Corioliss, which is a really good company. So I placed an order for that. It retails for about 1500 rupees and it's really good. It actually retails for like around 4000 rupees, but on sale it's for 1500, which is a really good bargain. So I thought if I am buying it, you can buy it too, and you can buy some of the products from this full face of first impressions and we could be twinsies because I love twinning with you guys. This full face of first impression has been sort of successful one, except I think the eyebrow pencil, which I'm not very happy with. Other than that, I loved all of the makeup products that I bought because all of them fared really well, and I do think I can work around the eyebrow pencil as well. So yes, if you want to know some products that I bought or you want to know how I got this look, then please keep on watching and do not forget to check the bottom bar for each and every detail. To start off, I have put on some lip balm because I am going to be using matte lipstick later on. So yes, just put on your lip balm. Then I'm going to prime my skin, and for my primer I have this Makeup Academy Pro Base-Prime and Conceal in the shade Lilac. What Lilac primer does is that it illuminates your skin. It makes it look like it has a glow. I've already used like a lilac primer from Makeup Revolution earlier, so I'm really looking forward to using this as well. So I'm going to open its seal up. So this is what the lilac shade looks like. It retails for 595 rupees. I would also have it listed down below, as well as some links where you can buy these products from. So I'm just gonna go in, dip my fingers in there and apply this all over my face to prime it up. This actually has like a lot of color. My Makeup Revolution primer, the lilac one, it doesn't have any color whatsoever. So I'm not really sure how this is gonna work out. I actually thought it's gonna be like translucent only. So I'm gonna see if I'm gonna apply it all over my face or not, like all over my face, because it can make me look a little on the whiter side, which I'm not too fond of. It just says it illuminates, so you can apply it like all over your face, or you can apply it where you want to tone down the yellow undertones. But my whole face is yellow, so it doesn't really matter then, I think. We'll just go ahead and see. Otherwise, oh my god, I look lilac. I look lilac. Oh my god, I look lilac. I should stop, right? Like not apply this and everything. I should, right? But for the sake of it, let's go ahead and apply it everywhere and we'll see what we'll do next. I swear to you guys, this is not a Halloween makeup tutorial. Just stick on with me. Even I don't know what I'm looking like right now, but we will make it work. I swear to you guys, we will make it work. And as for the primer feel, I think my skin feels on the softer side. My pores are filled in, which is a nice thing, and my inner corners are really illuminated, which is a nice thing, but I look lilac, which is not like the best thing. So I'm going to see how this looks under a foundation. So I'm going to move on to my foundation, which I'll just grab in a second. The foundation I'm going to use today is the Lakme 925 Flawless Makeup. This is what it looks like. Let me take it out of its packaging. A lot of you guys were asking me to review this, so I thought let's get this while we can at a discounted price. So I got this in the shade Marble, which hopefully should be my shade. Let's open and see how it looks like. Okay, so this is what it looks like. Hopefully it should match me. Not too sure after that lilac face though. And this is the packaging. I really like that rose goldish color. Oh, it has a pump. Fancy schmancy. Do we have to twist it first or what? Let's see. Okay, the foundation is like really liquid. I didn't shake it up. Let's shake it up. Like water is separated from the foundation, and I am scared of applying this. Okay, it is sort of on the liquidy side. Like it's really, really thin. Not like extremely thin, but it is sort of thin. You see, that is the consistency. And it's sort of like separated from the water. So I'll just, it smells exactly like the Lakme Absolute Mousse, which is like a really fruity floral fragrance. So I'm just mixing everything back up, everything that I separated on my hand, and then I'm gonna just randomly dot it on my face and neck as well. Don't forget the neck. Oh, my scarf. Oh, by the way, this scarf was a gift from an SJ fan member, so I love wearing things given by you guys. So now that I have most of that on, I'm gonna just blend it out and see if I need more or not. I am not sure any longer if this shade is a good match or not, because I look lilac right now. So yeah, we're gonna ignore that fact that I'm lilac. Other than that, I do think this foundation is a good match because it has like completely matched my neck and the décolletage area, which you can't see, but that's okay, you don't need to see that even. So just blending it out. The coverage is pretty sheer to medium. Let's see, I'll build upon one more layer and let's see if this coverage is buildable or not. I'm gonna shake it up a bit better this time and see if it's equally runny or not. So the water is not separated this time, but it's still like really runny. So yeah, I'm just gonna warm it up again and mix it on the back of my hand and apply it. I'm gonna apply it around my eyes, especially not on my eyebrows but on my eyes, because my eyes still look, oh my god, I have it on my lashes as well. So as I was saying, I'm gonna apply it because I feel like I'm very lilac over there as of now. The blendability of this foundation, however, is really nice. I really like that it's extremely blendable and blends in really nicely. I really like the finish of the foundation. It's really natural even after 2 layers, which is really nice because generally after 2 layers foundation tends to look very patchy and very made up, but this one actually looks really nice. The foundation feels really light on the skin. It doesn't feel like I'm wearing a foundation, which is again a really good thing. Next up, for my concealer highlighting and contouring, I have the Freedom Pro Conceal palette. A lot of you guys were asking me where you can get like concealer palettes, because I have one by T-Mart and not a lot of people have access to that. So I have this one right here by Freedom, and I'm going to show you the shades. These are the gorgeous shades that are in there. So you go really dark. So if you have like a really dusky skin tone and you still want to contour, because we all want to, there's a really good shading for you there as well. And plus there are other shades which are amazing as well. So I'm gonna dive into this first shade right here to highlight and contour. Wow, highlight and conceal my skin. So I'm gonna go with my fingers only first, and I'm gonna apply it under my eyes in a triangular shape. And good thing is it comes with like a really huge mirror in which you can see my camera and me. So yeah, I'm just gonna apply it under my eyes in a triangular shape to conceal them under eyes and highlight them a bit. Don't worry, I will blend this out with my sponge again. This isn't extremely light for me, so there's not like a harsh highlight going on, but I don't really mind that because off lately I've become more about the actual contouring life. I don't know why. So I'm applying it right under where my contour is supposed to be, and then on the highest point of my eyebrows above them. I think that is pretty much it where I want to apply it, and then I'm just gonna blend it out. The coverage of these concealers are really medium coverage. They're not heavy full-on coverage, which I again like, because heavy coverage often tends to look really fake and cakey, a finish which I hate. I don't think anyone loves heavy and fake coverage things, but just mentioning that I hate them. And they're really blendable as well. They're really creamy. Like when you put your fingers in them, you get to know that they're really creamy. Then for contouring, which shade should we use? This one or this one? This is very orange, right? So I'm going to use this one to contour up them face. So I'm going to pick out a foundation brush and I'm going to pick up that shade with this brush, and I'm going to contour where I need to. I'm just placing this color first, blending it out later. I feel like I want to use this shade as well because these are medium coverage concealers, although I do feel that this is like extremely dark for me. So I'm just gonna go with a very light hand, just lightly picking this up and just going on my cheekbone area and nowhere else, because I just want to emphasize a bit more on that cheekbone area. So I'm just going over where I've applied, just on near my ears, that contour shades, and just going near that, nowhere else. So once I have all of that in place, I'm going to take my sponge again and blend this out. These concealers are really easy to blend in. They don't take a lot of time in blending, which I really like, because then you don't have to waste a lot of time in just breaking your hands while blending your concealer, your contour, your everything. And the shade range in this palette is really great. You have a lot of colors which I really like. This is, I think they just have, this is the dark shade, so it's the Conceal Palette Pro Dark. Although I do think a medium would have suited me better, but I think dark is good as well, because in medium I would have gotten like a really highlighting concealer as well. This one is pretty much my skin tone. So yep, we are done with the cream highlighting and contouring. I'm gonna set my face with a single powder today because I really wanted to try out this powder. It is the Faces Ultime Pro Mineral Loose Powder, and I am in the shade, what shade is this? Oh, and I forgot to tell you the Freedom Pro Concealer price as well. This is for 1200 rupees and you can get it on discount, so it's gonna be like really inexpensive for 6 concealers altogether. So yeah, this powder retails for 699 rupees and it comes in a really amazing packaging. This is what it looks like. How cute is that packaging? And when you pull it up, or you twist it out, you have the sponge there, and then there is the covering which separates the powder from the sponge. So I'm going to open this baby up, and we have the loose powder there, and I'm going to pick up first whatever's on the separating thing, because I don't want to waste my product. I paid for it, why should I waste it? So I have something on the sponge, although I'm not a very big fan of sponge applicators, but I'm going to try it for this one because it just comes in there. So I'm going to take the sponge and I'm going to go over my face, whole of it. So you get a pattern every time you put your sponge in the container, which is like really cool. Something really irrelevant, but it's so cool, guys. Like, so I'm just gonna set my under eyes first because they tend to crease the quickest, and then I'm gonna set all of my face down. So this is a sponge. I thought it was like more on the furry side, but it's actually a sponge, and I do feel it's a little big for small areas like your inner corners. But if you have to like set your face really quickly, I think this will work really great for people who are always getting late. And that rhymes. Great for people who are always getting late. And the good thing about this sponge is that it doesn't pick up a lot of product altogether. Otherwise it can make you look powdery and cakey. Again, not a look we are going for. Surprisingly, I like this sponge and the work it does. It makes your skin look more airbrushed and flawless, which I like. The only thing I am worried about is my inner corners, because I don't think I have powdered my inner corners well, and I don't want to like keep on pressing on my eye with the sponge. I think now it's all powdered, because it is a little difficult to get in that inner corner with this big sponge, you know. So now I think my face is completely powdered, and we can next move on to other steps that we want to do. And my contour is set down, my everything is set down now. I'm not going to do more powder contouring and everything because I want to keep it natural. I'm going for a natural look today because my full face of first impressions is always like really cray. Today it's more of a natural thing. Yeah, natural. Let's do that. Next I'm going to apply a blush, and the blush I have today is this Mua Luxe Velvet Blush. That's a mouthful. I'm gonna open it up. This retails for 699 rupees. The reason why I got this was the name Velvet Whipped Blush. I was like, what? I want that in my life, because it feels so dessertish, you know, whipped up and everything. So I'm just gonna open that up. If it decides to, how do you open this thing up? You just twist it up, right? It smells like eraser. Why does it smell like eraser? But it's a like really pretty color. It's in the shade Hedonic. I hope that's how it's pronounced. I'm gonna dip my fingers in it to see what the texture looks like, feels like. Texture doesn't look like. Okay, so it's a cream blush. Really pretty cream blush. And I'm gonna go on to the apples of my cheeks. This is such a pretty color, guys. It looks so natural yet so flushy. I'm gonna layer it up. I'm gonna go all out with my blush today. Oh my god, this is so pretty, guys. It is so blendable and it is so pretty. And it's just gliding on the skin, which is so great, and it's not looking fake at all, which is the best thing. It looks like I have the winter bug in me. It just mattified into, you know, a powder, so it's feeling even more softer on my skin. Love it. I'm gonna be using this blush so much more, like so much more. I don't have a particular highlight shade for today, so I am gonna be using something from my eyeshadow palette, which you will see in a while because that is really exciting. For my eyebrows, I have this sort of new launch. It is the Colorbar Stunning Brow Pencil. This is what it looks like from the outside. It is in the shade Chestnut, that is 001. It is a brown color. Hopefully it is, because it seems like a brown and chestnut is supposed to be brown. So this is what the pencil looks like. It has a spoolie on one side and the pencil is on the other side. This is what the pencil looks like. It is a really nice brown shade. I think this will suit my eyebrow shade as well. So I'm gonna go ahead and do my brows, and first I need my mirror because I don't want to mess up the brows. So I'm just gonna do what I normally do, that is I'm gonna outline my eyebrows and fill them in. And this is really creamy and pigmented. Not what I expected, I'll be honest. I thought it's going to be more on the waxy side, but it's really, oh my god, my eyebrows. I went a little heavy, I guess. A lot heavy. How will I ever be able to save this situation? One thing I would definitely like to mention is you need a very light hand with this because this is extremely pigmented and creamy. So next up I'm going to use the spoolie and try and save the situation a bit up. So I'm just going to brush out whatever I have on my eyebrows. Surprisingly, the spoolie saved a little bit of the sad story going on here, but I'm going to be taking the Freedom palette again, and I'm going to be using that same concealer with the foundation brush to clean up my brows because they got a little messy. And then I'm just going to dab my eyebrow and the area around it with my sponge to make sure that they look a bit more natural than what they are right now. I think this is still very acceptable. I'm gonna try my other eyebrow again with this pencil and go with a very light hand and see how it goes. I'm just gonna go in short strokes now, and then I'm gonna use this spoolie, and then I'm going to use the spoolie to brush the eyebrows out. So my final verdict would be, I think the pencil is a little too creamy and over-pigmented for an eyebrow pencil, but I love this spoolie. It saves your day. I'll be honest, it really saves your day. But I still need to go over my eyebrow with the sponge because I feel it looks over-filled in, which I don't want it to look like. For my eyes, I have the most exciting thing that I am most excited about. It is the L'Oreal La Palette Nude in the shade Rose. L'Oreal has launched these two new palettes and they are both on the nude side. One is like a nude and one is a rose nude. So obviously I wanted the rose nude one because I already have a lot of nude eyeshadows. So I went ahead and I got the rose nude palette, and I think this retails for around 1300 rupees. It's 1399 or 1400 rupees, and they have like such amazing eyeshadows you can see here. So I'm going to open this up and see what the actual eyeshadow looks like, and I'm going to use one of the shades from here for my highlighting as well. So oh, they're so pretty. These are the shades in the palette and they're really pretty. I hope they're extremely pigmented as well because I want them to be pigmented. So yeah, I'm going to be using these shadows. Let me just think of a look which I can do with these. So I'm going to start off by taking this baby pinkish sort of a shade and I'm going to apply it all over my lid. I want this to be my sort of base shadow. The eyeshadows are really soft and they're pigmented as well. So much like. And they also have like a brush sponge thing with it. So they have a small brush and a sponge tip applicator, which is nice. I like it. So I'm just gonna apply it all over my lid, and the palette itself is so beautiful. Likey. Then this was a shimmery shade, so I'm gonna go in a more matte shade. So I'm picking up this warm brown matte shade they have here to check if mattes are equally pigmented and non-chalky as well. So I'm just going to go in with a pointed brush like so, and I'm going to apply it in my crease. The matte eyeshadows are really buttery smooth as well and pigmented. They're not chalky. This is such a great palette, especially for 1400. You're getting 12 shades, which is like about 120 rupees per shade or something of that sort. But this is so great. Love the palette already. Can't wait to use it more because the shades are so lovely. As for my highlighting, I'm going to be using this first shade. This is not the complete eye look, but I just wanted to use that highlight shade first. I'm going to go right under the arch of my eyebrow and blend it out and in just a teeny bit. I'm not like over highlighting my eyebrow because it doesn't need to be highlighted, it's already so much highlighted. I'm also going with that same shade in my inner corner to brighten my inner corner up. And then taking it on my fingers, I'm just going to apply it on my cheekbones as well to highlight my cheekbones. It works great as a cheekbone highlighter. You can use a couple of shades from this palette as a blush as well, which is great because I love multitasking products. You see that highlight is looking so pretty, right? Then I'm going to go in with this last shade. It's a really pretty plummy shade and I'm going in with an angular liner brush. But I'm going to apply it to my crease only. I want to apply it in a really particular manner. So I'm using this brush, which is really definer brush. So I'm just going to sort of cut my crease with it and I'm going to softly blend that out. So I'm going to go back in with that blender brush that I used for my brown. I'm going to blend these two colors together. I'm going to take that same plummy shade with the same brush on my lower lash line as well. This will give a pretty smoked out look to my eyes. For my liner, I have the Lakme Gel Addict, Absolute Gel Addict in the shade Metallic Brown. I think it is. No, Metallic Bronze it is. I want to keep the eyes pretty soft, so I'm not using anything black or harsh. So I'm just going to open this up. I should have kept the scissors with me, but too late. This is what the Gel Addict liner looks like. I really like the packaging and the shade looks gorgeous as well. It is exactly what it says. It is Metallic Bronze. So it does come with a brush, I'm guessing. It does have a brush, which is nice because I like things which come with their own tools. So yes, I'm going to open the gel liner now. So this is what it looks like. It's really tiny and cute. So I'm just going to dip this same brush in there. It feels like it's liquid bronze. It is so soft. Like I just touched my brush and it already made like a hole in it. So I'm just going to take this and get my mirror near me. And I'm going to line my eyes. It is really pigmented and really soft. It feels like you're applying a liquid liner but with a gel consistency, if that makes sense, any sort of sense, which it doesn't, I know. But it's really pigmented, which I really like. So I'm not going to make a wing or anything. I'm just going to like line my eyes. So I quickly finished my other eye and I really like this gel liner. It feels like you're applying molten bronze over your eyes and it's so easy to apply and it sets in really quickly as well. I'm gonna use this so much more because the shade, it actually looks brown. A lot of time brown eyeliners don't come up on the skin. They don't look brown at all. They just end up looking black and that's like, because I paid for a brown thing, I want a brown thing. If I wanted a black thing, I would have gotten a black thing. But this actually looks brown, which I really like. It looks so much more softer. And for mascara, I'm going to be using Maybelline the Colossal Volume Express Mascara. You all must be like, oh my gosh, you love this mascara. But I actually have the waterproof variant, which is like the blue one. So I got the washable variant and I wanted to see if it actually wears on different or not, or if it's just like a more wearable version. Because it's winters and in winters I like to use washable mascaras because it is such a pain in the ass to just remove mascara at night time when you just want to go to bed and be in your warm rajai. I can feel it already. It's calling me right now also, but I'm gonna do this video first. So yes, I'm gonna apply this Volume Express mascara, the washable version, onto my lashes. I was about to like smell it because it smells different than the waterproof mascara and I have it on my nose now. I'm gonna wash it off later. I honestly feel this mascara is better than the waterproof one because this doesn't clump at all on the lashes. This does tend to clump a little if you go a little heavy on your lashes, but this didn't clump at all, which I really like. Even after 2 coats, this hasn't clumped, which I really like. Now for my lips, I want to go for a subtle matte ombre, and when I say subtle, I mean hot pink and red. I have 2 matte products here. One I have is the Colorbar Definer Lip Liner in the shade Berry Rose, and then I have this Revlon Colorburst Matte Lip Balm in the shade 250 Standout. So I'm going to first apply the Standout thing, but I'm going to take out that Colorbar lip liner as well. Oh, this Colorbar lip liner has like a really fancy packaging. They have a sharpener on top which is like capped, and then you actually take out the pencil, and that is what it looks like. And this is the Revlon Colorburst Matte Lip Balm. So I'm going to open it up. I've been wanting to try out these Colorburst for such a long time. So glad finally got them on a discounted price because they're like for 800 rupees, I guess, or somewhere near that, but on discount they are a little bit more affordable. So yes, I'm gonna apply this Colorburst thing first onto my lines. Like, I'm gonna sort of line my lips with this. This is so pigmented. And this smells like peppermint. And then I'm going to take this lip liner, the Revlon Colorburst Matte Balm. However, was really easy to apply. It's so creamy but yet matte. I hope you guys get what I'm trying to say. It was really easy to apply, and it's a really pretty shade as well, and it's really pigmented. And that's like way too many reallys, but I really like to say really a lot of times. My life decisions. So yes, I'm just going to take this pink lip liner now, and I'm going to apply it on the centers of my lips. Although I am feeling like a minty sensation on my lips where I've applied that Revlon Colorburst. I think that is the peppermint that I was able to smell. I'm just going to apply this lip liner on the centers of my lips. Even this is really pigmented and easy to apply. Then I'm going to go in with my blush again, and I'm going to apply it just on the centers of my lips to get that ombre effect. So with that, I finished my full face of first impressions. At first, I was really scared of the lilac primer, but now I do think it gives my skin a bit of glow and luminosity. I don't know how it does that, but it does that, and I really like that. So yes, that was my full face of first impressions. I hope you guys enjoyed this, and if you did, then do not forget to comment and subscribe. It would mean a lot to me, right? A lot to me, as usual. And I will see you guys day after tomorrow. Till then, do not forget to check out all my social media, which would be linked in the bottom bar as usual for you guys. And I will see you guys day after tomorrow. Till then, take care. Bye.